Hi everyone, welcome to Fun with Jude and Wayne. Jude King, Wayne Harrison, and today we're going to make date squares. And I was talking to my sister-in-law on our morning walk, and she said our cousin, Seal, won a prize in Fredericton for her version of date squares, and that's the version we're making today.
That's a wonderful family connection.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
it is wonderful.
I love that.
So, award-winning date squares. So, let's start off. We're going to put 1.5 cups of flour and...
This?
Yep, that's just all-purpose flour, 1.5 cups, and put 1 cup of brown sugar in the bowl. The oven is now preheated. Okay, so with the flour and the brown sugar, we're going to put 1 cup of...
That's 1 cup?
1 cup of butter.
That's a lot of butter.
That's 1 cup, half of a pound. Yeah. Okay. And would you like to do the honors?
Sometimes.
This is making the base and the top of the date squares.
It's like filling. Oh, you have a go.
Okay.
I see. You do little twisties.
I take a little at a time.
Okay, I'm big picture.
That's okay. I'm really enjoying, Jude and I have been friends for a long while, almost 30 years. And I've learned more about her since we started doing this.
What a disaster I am in the kitchen, you mean?
She brings a different perspective to things.
Like I don't use recipes, I just wing it and just, intuition. And this guy is a recipe man.
Well, the recipe today in the dates, I find dates are sweet in and of themselves. So
now, is it dates or figs that are good for constipation? Both.
Usually prunes.
Yeah, prunes. But either dates or figs are too.
I would say figs probably because they have these seeds inside them.
It was medicinal at home.
Yeah. How we got into constipation making date squares, I have no idea. So we're getting this to be a crumble, basically, and then we're going to add the oatmeal. So we've gone from a block of butter, and it's mealy right now.
See, if I was making a crumble, I'd be in there with my hands doing it, but that's doing it instead.
With your hands.
In.
Yeah. So get in there with your hands.
Oh my God. Oh, this is lovely. This would make a wonderful crisp.
Okay,
so cinnamon and nutmeg.
It's all mixed up now?
Yeah.
All right. So we're going to put half in here and press it in. That forms the base of the squares.
Oh, there's no liquid? Half.
Yeah. A little bit more.
Yeah.
There. And we press it in.
Right. Oh, and then you're putting the filling in the middle and then another layer on top.
You got it.
Oh, clever.
These are called squares. Do you make squares in England?
No. Of course we don't.
You do so.
I had never heard of squares.
Really?
We moved here 30 years ago, and they have a thing here for the English viewers called a potluck, and everyone brings something and you share your food together, which is a lovely idea. And so I didn't know what to bring, and this woman said, "Oh, bring squares." What the heck are they? So she had to explain what squares were, which was when you make something and then you cut it into squares, so it's logical.
So now we're going to make the filling.
Oh. Whoa.
So we need a cup of boiling water. And so then we'll throw the dates in. Now, these are very separate dates.
Crunchy.
Yeah, they're sweeter than...
Oh, I got the sweetness.
Yeah, but
not sugary.
No, not like the bricks that you can get. And
we're stirring them in. Is this to soften them, or because they're
yeah,
already quite soft?
We're gonna cook this down to filling.
Oh.
So it's going to be like a jam, as such, in that consistency.
Yeah.
Thicker than a jam.
Okay.
And this recipe calls for half a cup of brown sugar.
Okay, over to you.
Okay, so we let it cook until it's boiled down. So as you can see, we're starting to get it into a consistency, like a heavy jam
You
consistency.
should use your thing that you did the butter with. That's it. Well, that's got to be nearly done. We don't want it burning.
Yeah.
I think that's done, Wayne. Do you want to switch this off?
I would say it's done. Okay, we shut it off. Okay, can you spoon that into here? 7 pan, which I don't have.
I know. You have almost. We might one day. That'll be a laugh.
Yeah. Be good to guile. So these are the date squares. I patted it down. I haven't pressed it down because you're just going to squish the filling up through it. And we're going to put it in a preheated oven at 325 for how long? For 25 to 30
minutes.
How that goes. So those are date squares. We'll be right back and show you the finished product. All right, we've just taken them from the oven and they look wonderful. They've got to cool down and set. If you pressed on it, it's the molten layer of dates that's in the center, and that all has to cool down in order to cut it into squares. So that is our date square episode.
Enjoy, folks.